Championship is happening this weekend in Valhalla. I got to give it to Alistair Doherty, who a Corn Ferry Tour player. He's Barstool sponsored, or I guess primarily for play golf, Barstool Golf sponsored athlete on the Corn Ferry Tour. Only one, rocks all their gear, what yada yada. Barstool, of course, does a lot of work with Myrtle Beach, Play Golf Myrtle Beach. They got him a sponsors invite. Pretty cool, right? It's the first time I think he's played in a PGA Tour event in the past 5 years. He's been grinding on the Corn Ferry Tour. Makes the most of it, finishes tied second place, gets into the Canadian Open, so parlays that into another PGA Tour event. So, dog of the week, Alistair Doherty, won me a little bit of cash too.
Yeah, Chad's just happy you made him $20.
I'm glad you can win on the betting world.
Well, I just think it's pretty cool. You have 5 years. He's been waiting. He's been grinding his butt off on the Corn Ferry Tour. He's been close, but no cigar, right? Hasn't gotten a PGA Tour event. Gets a sponsor's invite, makes the most of it, finishes with second place, made himself a cool $375,000. So that'll help the bank account looking pretty nice, and got himself into is it paired? Jacob, do you know if the Canadian Open is paired with the PGA Championship this week, or is it's the following?
No.
week?
No.
I didn't think they did them alternate on
no,
the
Canadian Open's it's not a signature event, but it's a major tournament. It's like a big tournament, not a major.
If you win this, I think you get into the British Open, right? You get invited to the British Open, or you qualify.
Well, I mean, if you win the PGA Championship, I think you're invited to the rest of
the Canadian Open is what I'm talking about.
Oh yes, I believe so.
Yeah, if you win a PGA Championship, I think you get exemptions for the next 5 years. If you win any major, you get exemptions for the next 5 years.
Yeah, all majors, I believe.
I believe so, all majors. Yeah, because Tigers ran out, and because of course his 2019 Masters win, it has expired. So Tiger Woods got a sponsors invite to the PGA Championship. I think that was the easiest, quickest sponsors invite they sent out.
But here's the thing, like this particular tournament, I don't think is going to be as exciting. Valhalla is a decent course. It's kind of nice. It's cool. It's different. It's got its own little gimmick. It's long. But I think the most exciting major of the year is Bethpage Black. Hands down. Yeah. US Open is going to be the absolute best of the best that we may ever see for a course.
That's not this year, though, because they play the US Open this year is at Pinehurst.
I believe.
No, you're getting the Ryder Cup is at Bethpage.
Is it the Ryder?
Yes. So next year the Ryder Cup is at Bethpage Black. That's going to be insane with just the chatter back and forth. Once again, credibility out the window.
There's too many.
We need July to happen. We need July to come because that's when we're taking our little breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for a vacation.
The Pinehurst is hosting the US Open. But let's talk PGA Championship, right? Rory McIlroy coming off his fourth Wells Fargo Championship last week. Final round 65 came out of nowhere to take down Xander, who had like a 4-shot lead going into Sunday.
Would have been better if he didn't bogey 18.
Yeah.
Idiot.
So yeah,
put it in the water.
But he wins. So Rory, Brooks, and Scotty Scheffler have all won in their most recent PGA start, not Stort. I'm Canadian now, I guess. So that leads something. Brooks is defending his PGA Championship title. Jacob says no player from LIV is going to win it. I think he said the same thing last year. Brooks won it. And I also called Brooks winning it last year too. So we'll talk about our favorites and our dark horses. But Scotty Scheffler has had the baby. Had it 5 days ago. Bennett Scheffler. Congratulations. Everybody get a little clap to the Schefflers.
There's your next number one golfer.
Yeah, give him 20 years. He will be the future number one golfer in the world. But for that reason, I'll be honest, I think Scotty's going to win, but I'm not picking him. That's the rule. We can't pick somebody that's crazy favored. I think Rory's also pretty highly favored. He's
not that far behind. He's at 600.
Yeah, so Scotty's 400, Rory's 600. The next one I think is Xander at 11 maybe, or 1,000, something like that. Jacob, but you're shaking your head.
Brooks is at 1,000. Xander's at 1,200.
I had Brooks at 1,400 earlier today.
Yeah.
You're shaking your head. You don't think Rory's going to get it done for last time he won a major?
That's the
Valhalla.
biggest sack of shit I've ever seen in my life is the fact that Rory McIlroy is going to be plus 600 in the second best odds after he hasn't won in 10 years. He has not won a major
But he's
in
won
10
back-to-back
He's
years.
always been like the top of the favorites,
I
like
don't
every
care.
major.
I don't care. The guy,
Jacob, he's hot.
Okay, he played with his.
I think it's the drama.
buddy.
Look, I think it's the drama of the
They're
whole
get your bets in.
Patrick Cantlay situation. He's like, well, I don't like Rory. He's not welcome on the board. And Cantlay says, or Roy says, screw you. I'm going to win anyway. I'm going to make Jimmy Dunn step down, which was just announced. The guy that did the whole live deal, he stepped down. I'm going to take his seat, and I'm going to kick you off the board, Patrick, after I win the PGA Championship. That's my thoughts.
I don't see Rory winning this major. There's things that he needs to accomplish outside of this particular tournament, and that is he needs to finish his career Grand Slam that he started so long ago and 10 years ago. And
10 years ago.
That's the crazy thing is like for him to be plus 600 is wild. There's no way. Like
for a golfer to be over plus 1,000 is insane. You got to think about it. Like last year, I think Brooks was like plus 2,000 to win. Golf is just so random, right? To say that Scotty Scheffler, every 4 times he tees it up, he's going to win. He's plus 400. I guess that's like one. That's what did I do that math right?
Plus 300.
He's plus 300 now. Every 3 times he tees it up, he's going to win the golf tournament. That's insane.
But that's why I say it's not right. I just don't think Rory in the handful of times that he's going to tee it up that he's going to win it. I just don't see that being the case right now, at least. I mean, that's my thing. There's other guys that I would put up there before him. Well, I mean, a lot of guys I'd put up there before Rory to win, something. I mean, okay, Rory went on a hot streak there for a while and he played well, but he's always played well at the Wells Fargo. He's won the Wells Fargo more than any tournament in his career. So there's.
You think he's a member at Wells Fargo Bank? You think he banks with them?
I doubt it.
Or RBC? Does he bank with RBC or Wells Fargo?
Neither.
Which one? Is he a Regions guy? He's over here at Regions Bank.
Maybe Capital One.
Money's all back in Northern Ireland. Yeah,
it's a gold bars in its basement.